I'm going to mention one more thing, because TJ talked about the inside millage. I will have a blog post that'll come out tomorrow morning, kind of sharing what that information looks like. When we talk about $14 to $15 million in Worthington schools, that equates to 140 to 150 adults that we would have to reduce our budget by. And obviously, we're a service industry. We hire adults to serve students. So there's significant program ramifications to students, because without those adults, you can't fund those programs. But it's when we work in big numbers, it's hard to put a kind of a face or a picture on what is that. And so you'll see that tomorrow in my communication, and that's certainly not meant to be a threat. That's meant to purely educate people on what does actually that amount of money mean and what kind of reduction does that look like. And then in public schools, when we have to make reductions, you really look at what are all the things that are mandated, and a significant amount of what we do is mandated. And so you then have to then say, okay, what's not mandated? And that becomes the kind of things that you might reduce. And unfortunately, those are many of the things that we care deeply about in Worthington schools that make us a well-rounded community. They're things like the arts, they're things like counseling and mental health, they're advanced classes for students, they're obviously class sizes across the board, may change. Now, some of those reductions could be avoided by working with employee unions, but we are a collective bargaining state, and so there's no way that you can say that that's going to happen. Those would be conversations that would have to happen. But $14 to $15 million is massively significant to our daily operations, and would be in every district around us, right? Because this would impact all of our public school districts in Ohio, and really would just be devastating for students and anti-jobs in the state of Ohio, because every district would have to make reductions to their budget.